what's a full summary of the things acceleration can do? Well, when we introduced acceleration, we understood that one of the things acceleration can do for an object or result in for an object is that the object speeds up. So I'm going to write speed up is definitely one of them. Another possible result is if the acceleration points in the opposite direction as the direction of the object's velocity vector, it could slow down. And those were two that I think were reasonably straightforward. What in this chapter and in this topic we've been exploring a little bit more, though, is that you can also have acceleration that corresponds to circular motion. So what is really circular motion about, right? That represents turning. So in that sense, the other thing acceleration can do is it can make an object turn. And maybe if I want to be more specific, there's kind of two options there, right? For any object, it could turn right, but it could also turn left. So in that sense, if I want to distinguish those two, I would write there are these four possibilities. You could have an acceleration that makes something speed up. You can make it slow down. You can make it turn right. You can make it turn left. As we've seen, combinations are also possible, although not without limit. Like you can combine speeding up with turning right. You can combine slowing down with turning left. You can combine slowing down with turning right. You can't really combine speeding up and slowing down, though, right? And similarly, I don't think you can combine turning right with turning left. So you can combine any of these two with any of these latter two, but you can't, like I said, do anything. Let's check out the answer here. I've kind of put this into a table form where it starts out with the fourth in the first column there. It says what acceleration does, and it lists there the speeds up, slows down, turn right, turn left, which is basically the four things that I listed. But then it talks about like how is that accomplished in terms of how acceleration relates to velocity. So for speeding up, it's going to be same direction. For slowing down, it's going to be opposite direction. For the turns, it's going to always be right angle, but whether it's to the right or the left is going to affect whether it's a right turn or a left turn, and that's kind of shown in a picture over here in the third column. I've always started with a velocity vector that I just arbitrarily chose them all to point up, but then I showed how acceleration vectors in the four possible directions all basically give these different results. And as I said, you can combine either of these first two with either of the latter two as well, because in reality acceleration is not restricted to be just in one of these four directions. It can really be in any direction, and there definitely are directions that are kind of combinations there. In other words, speeding up and turning right is possible, and etc.